Hello Lana, welcome to Bafunde Academy. I'd like us to discuss adjectives, superlatives. Now, we have discussed about adjectives. We've seen their functions in sentences. We also went ahead and looked at order of adjectives. So I want us to focus on adjective superlatives. Now you'll know what that is in a minute. But meanwhile, do you know what superlatives are? This is something that you have learned in your previous level of studies, and you know about superlatives. What are they? Not necessarily adjective superlatives, but you've talked about comparatives and superlatives, if I'm not wrong. So let's see. A superlative is the form of an adjective or an adverb used to compare three or more things. A superlative is a form of an adjective. So because we are looking at adjective superlatives, it must be an adjective. And what is an adjective? A word that modifies a noun. So if you have an adjective that compares more than three or more things, then it becomes a superlative. Are we together? The superlative form of an adjective is used to show something has a quality to the greatest or least degree. So the superlative form of an adverb is used to show something has performed an action to the greatest or the least of the degree. Now that's about the adverbs. We look at that into details in a different lesson. And it's because you know what adverbs do, yeah? They modify verbs. Verbs are actions in a sentence or in anything that describes an activity, that is a verb. If it is explained, if more information is given about it, then that automatically becomes an adverb. Then we have types of adverbs, and one of them is adverbs of degree. So when we'll talk about superlatives in adverbs, they will only be that adverbs of degree are the only ones that have superlatives. Are we together? So when we talk about a superlative, it must be an adjective that is comparing more than three items. Now let me give you an example. Now, in these three or more items, you have the first, which you call the positive, the neutral, the neutral adjective, the adjective that has been used normally. It has not been used as a superlative. Nothing has been added for it to show comparison, or it's not being used to contrast. So it's neutral. We call it the positive. Then we move ahead, and the next one is the comparative. Then we have the superlative. So if you have a word like cheap, it will be cheap, cheaper, cheapest. If you have a word like bad, you have bad. Okay, we'll discuss that, but essentially, when we're talking about words that are okay and they're normal, it has neutral, comparative, and superlative. Always. Remember, in our definition, we said it is used to compare three or more things. Big, bigger, biggest. Small, positive, smaller, comparative, smallest, superlative. Now, in our next lesson, I want us to look at, there are certain words like beautiful. You don't say beautiful, beautifuler, beautifulest. You say beautiful, more beautiful, and most beautiful. So we look at the category of those types of adjectives in our next lesson. Thank you, and I'll see you then.